everybody, what is up gamers? What is up my fellow PlayStation users and others on YouTube? This is the Gaming Roundtable brought to you by Unpaid Gamers. That's right, Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com, on Twitch. You can check out Post-Human Guide, you can check out Ban Loss. But before we get into any other thing, I know the last video that we done was on March 11th, and that was some time ago because it's already June 1st. Let's see here, March, April, May, June. So we're getting into 2 months since I've really done anything, and I just kind of want to do little announcements and explain a little bit of what's been going on. So I know I've gone pretty much dark, gone silent. Yeah, you haven't seen any videos from us, from me in particular, and you're trying to figure out what the hell might be going on. Are we still around? Is the Gaming Roundtable still alive and well? And it is. And the reason that I haven't really been doing anything, just to kind of throw it out there real fast, real quick. A couple weeks ago, you know, I had a pretty severe head cold. I was feeling pretty crummy, pretty much like shit. And so I had to get over that. Overtime at work is still a thing going on. And overtime at work has been crazy, so they've been still getting us with the OT and what's going on now. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. This somehow, some way, it just restarted. I didn't even touch my controller. Didn't even touch it. It just so the volume is going to be incredibly loud here for a second. So hold on a sec. Ever since they shut the servers down, when you used to be able to skip right past this, like instantly, now you gotta watch it. So let's give this a second. First day back, I can't even... Sony, once again, fucking their shit up. Here we go. Go to solo, okay. Here we are. So, anyway, so I was dealing with a head cold, dealing with OT, which is still a thing going on, but not as bad as it was, and, I know a lot has been going on in the gaming news world. I know that Crystal Dynamics with Marvel's Avengers has continually shit the bed, and they're a bunch of goofs over there who like, oh, finally get the MCU skins, but we're gonna block it behind a paywall and make it a big old pain in the ass, and it just, yeah, those guys over there, that game is done. I mean, it's done. I don't even load it up anymore. I don't even care. They did the Red Room event. Some of it actually didn't work for people. Oh, great. You had some hacker thing take over the Red Room and the harm rooms. Now they're Red Rooms and they're dangerous and whatever the fuck. And, you know, it's just, come on. Just stop. Just fix the fucking game and whatnot. I had a birthday. May 1st, I turned 47. So that was an awesome birthday. My fiance, the most wonderful and beautiful woman that I could ever imagine have been with, or being with, so to speak, bought me a Switch. She got the second generation one. It's the Mario one, and I have literally spent a lot of time on it. It's an amazing system. It's literally becoming my favorite system. They have a lot of games on there that I have never seen before. A lot of Steam, like, you know, titles on there that you would normally find on PC. That's great. I've been playing Monster Hunter Rise. It's an amazing title. I got, finally, years later, I finally get Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I've been playing that. The game is a lot of fun. Been playing with that. So Switch has kind of been my go-to system of late, just because there's so much on there to play, and it has such incredibly fast load times and other things. A system I really just wanted it for 1 or 2 games, and then now I have like 20 games on it. It's a fantastic system. Great sales, great stuff. So I found myself playing it a lot. So I'm still playing Monster Hunter World on PlayStation 4. I had some recent issues where my save, again, my backup save on the cloud was somehow corrupted. So that happened the same day my 32 gig thumb drive inside the USB thing that I use to back up my saves when I play Monster Hunter and other games somehow, some way, just wasn't formatted. I never touched it, so it got messed up, and my Monster Hunter World save itself on the internal hard drive, along with a few other saves, and some games on the external just vanished without a trace. And I came home, and apparently my kittens or somebody decided that, hey, I'm going to mess with your system, and I found it unplugged, and they got behind there or whatever, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Sony couldn't explain the corrupt cloud saves. They assumed I was hacked. I wasn't hacked. So I don't know what went on there. And so that was just a pain in the ass. I had to do some recovery there. So that's some of the things that's been going on. Just staying busy, you know, basically. And I haven't done anything on the Gaming Roundtable because of that. And I feel I'm going to apologize for that. I get bogged down. And to be honest, with you guys, I just wasn't really feeling it, you know. I didn't really feel like I wanted to make any videos. I mean, that's the truth. It's just when I would sit there and tell myself, hey, you need to probably make a video on something, I never did. I just didn't. And because of that, I've been, you know, I just hadn't felt real motivated. I guess because, you know, part of that was that week I was not feeling great, and then, you know, just other things with work and just being tired, and just on my days off, just running around, doing a million things, trying to get stuff together. I just did not want to do any videos, and that's just the truth of the matter. But today, June 1st, is starting our new season on the Gaming Roundtable. This should be season, well, let's see here. I was at season 3, and I think I restarted everything, and it might be season 1, but we're just going to chalk this up and call this season 4 of the Gaming Roundtable and start from there. I know it's kind of hard to follow, giving everything, since I was solo. Now I'm with Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com. Again, check out Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com with Banloss, the man, the myth, the Apex Legend. Hopefully he is still doing those Apex Legend videos for you. And of course, Posthuman Guy. I don't know if he's been posting anything lately, but I hope he has been, and I hope my friends are doing well on that end. So that's what's been going on there. Announcements. So the announcements is that there has been some games that's come out that I would like to try to show you and showcase those games. 3 games, as a matter of fact. I got, and everybody knows my love for Warhammer games, and they put out a couple, and they put out Warhammer Age of Sigmar, a tactical game. Of course, it's Warhammer, but with these roguelite elements, not like, but roguelite elements. So that, I didn't know how that was going to translate into a strategy game per se, or a tactics game, but it's done well. Excuse me, got a little congestion this morning. It's done very well, and I'm really digging it, because they did a great job on those roguelike elements, where even if you die, your main hero dies, you do start from the beginning, but you carry all your experience, you carry any weapons and gear that you've acquired over, and that's really cool. You know, that's how it should be done. I hate those games that, you know, I've played a lot of roguelites and roguelikes, so to speak, and they usually always get it wrong. Roguelite games should always let you carry anything you've gained from your previous run into the next one. That's how it should be. And some people don't do that. They'll not let you carry anything. The game could be pretty fun, but they don't always do that. And so I've been enjoying that game, and I've only been into it a little bit, so I haven't played it like at length, but I am playing it. Last night, Necromunda Hired Gun came out. Holy shit. What a surprise game. Again, the Necromunda takes place in the Warhammer 40k universe on these giant worlds, factory worlds that build all the armaments for the Adeptus Mechanicus. And, yeah, you know, lore. I know we all may not be into Warhammer, or if you are, you understand what these worlds are, and they're ruled by different gangs. Now, months ago, they put out Necromunda Underhive Wars or whatever, where it's kind of an XCOM style kind of game that takes place there. This one is an actual first-person shooter, and man, I was playing it last night, and I didn't really know what to expect. I really felt like the game was going to be one way, and it was completely not that. It combines a lot of elements. It reminds me of Doom a lot, like the new Doom, like the 2016 Doom or Doom Eternal, where you very fast paced, very forward running, dodging back and forth. It's got the same dodge as the Doom games. It looks like the hired gun really wanted to make something very modern and borrowed from a lot of shooters. That was one of the ones they definitely borrowed from. They did wall running and grappling hooks, so it's very Titanfall in that respect. You have various rarities of loot and weapons, and there's a lot of weapons in the game, so you gain that stuff. You gain different little pieces of gear and armor and trinkets. And when you start the game, you pick like a profile, and it's different men, different women in that universe with their aesthetics, and but that's what you look like, and it's in a hub world, so you always go back to Martyr's Inn, this hub where you can upgrade and do a variety of other things and interact with people and take on missions and side quests. And so there's RPG elements and loot elements, and then the fast pace of Doom-like. You can actually do these crazy takedowns, which are very violent, and you get your health back. It's very frantic. It took me a minute to like orient on it, because I was like, wow, this is not what I expected. And I mean, it's a kick-ass game. Totally worth your time. I know some reviews are out there that say things like, you know, there's all these awesome elements, but there's some things that hold it back. But again, you know, for Focus Home Interactive to do a shooter like this, and I don't think they do a whole lot of shooters, but they might. But anyway, it's excellent. Like, they did a good job on the on it, and I'm really like what I've played so far. It's awesome. It is a little strange, though, in some of its UI, in the sense that when you take on a mission, you don't have a specific inventory screen. You have a loadout area that you go to, and you that's when you load up your weapons and stuff. And your starting weapons are unable to be sold. So, and because you can sell things and merchants and stuff. So again, it has all these interesting elements to it. So that game came out, and I'll be showcasing that one and showing a little bit of that one. And then, of course, we have Earth Defense Force World Brothers came out, which is a voxel style EDF, and it has all the different characters. There's 100 characters to unlock, but all the different classes and characters that you found throughout the EDF series, EDF 3, 4, 5, and Iron Rain. And you also have different characters from different parts of the world. They're all represented well from different parts of the globe, from a Cuban girl to a Mexican girl to a Russian and it's neat the way to do it. And the game plays like EDF, but it's kind of like EDF Lite in the sense, because you can switch between your 4 different classes at any given time, which is interesting, to be able to switch from wing diver to the fencer, to the air raider, to this, and you make your whole team. You name your team. I named my team the Avengers, but it's really, and you choose your emblems, and you still earn weapons, and you can give any of the classes any weapons that you pretty much desire. So it does have that element, and it does play and feel like EDF, you know, the Earth Defense Force series. It's just, I would say this is a much more family-oriented one, if you want to say that. I don't want to say that it's like for kids, because it's not. It's for everyone, but it's a pretty fun one too. And I was playing it last night, and it's very well done. And I like the fact that there's dozens and dozens of characters to unlock, and then you make your own team. My team is consisting of, you know, a wing diver from Earth Defense Force. I think mine is from Earth Defense Force 4, and then I have like the Ranger from 4, and then I have like the Fencer from 4, and then I have like one from 3. But I love the fact that there's different ones. Even the Prowl Rider's in there with its grappling hooks, and they just did a great job on still capturing that EDF feel, but in a voxel game, which is strange. There is mainline series EDF 6 coming out later this year, so it's just, this is kind of your title, and I want to showcase a little bit of that game just because it is fun. So those 3 games have come out, and there's been some other like little one-off titles here and there coming out. So coming up on the next episode of the Gaming Roundtable, I will be showcasing these games. I want you all to see them and what they're all about. I have gotten a couple more requests a while back, wondering, if and when will I ever review games. And I have covered this many times, but I will cover it again. For those sake that are new to the show and don't understand why I talk about the games, play the games, but I don't review the games. Again, reviews, I've always said this, are subjective. They are in the eye of the beholder. There are people out there who think Dynasty Warriors, for example, is a series that I love, but is this nothing, hit X over and over again. It's a shallow, repetitive, there's nothing to do in it, it's boring, all the characters play the same, blah blah blah. So they review it and give it a 2 out of 10, where I would give it a 9 out of 10, because that's not the case. There's leveling mechanics, there's role-play mechanics, there is a customization, there is every character does play differently depending on the weapon they have. It might be the different combos. And sorry, the screen just changed, and the reason the screen changed is because my cat decided to jump up and hit the controller. So we're just going to do this because it's about over anyway, so we're just going to leave it alone. And because if I hit back, it's just going to go right back to, it won't go back to the screen I was on, it'll go back to the beginning. One of the things I hate about Evolve is if you want to go back, anytime you hit back, it sets you back to the main menu. So that's fucking stupid. I'm going to leave it on this screen for right now, because this is how you pick your, your different things. We'll just do this, and for right now, so blah 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 blah. But anyway, it shows your little levels and stuff. So anyway, that's basically let's see here, what was I talking about? I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, so that is going to be coming up, these 3 games. I want to showcase those and show people what they're all about and how they are, and I'm really impressed. I'm glad that Warhammer's putting out a lot of stuff, games this year, and I'm excited for the rest of this year. Me and Post Healing Guy are going to be doing a mid-year review, hopefully soon, talking about all the different things they have done over the last several months, including, like, now Cyberpunk is pretty much perfect, runs beautifully, but we don't hear a whole lot about it anymore. I think people are kind of done with that game, but it's an awesome game still. They have done all these improvements, so I'm glad to see that. But we'll be doing that kind of hopefully soon, a year in review, and we'll get back to that here soon. Hopefully I'll get with him, and we'll let you know when that's coming up, and we'll do an announcement on that, and then maybe figure out a good day to do that on. But anyway, that's what's been going on the Gaming Roundtable. I know it's been a couple months, and I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching the show and continue to support the show. I am back, and I'm going to be making videos, and try not to have these lulls like it was, but like I said, I try to be honest with you and why I wasn't doing them. So anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. Please check out Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com. That's Unpaid Gamers, YouTube.com, and on Twitch.com. You can check out Posthuman Guy's latest videos. You can check out Ban Loss. Hopefully he's still doing the Apex Legends, because he is the Apex Legend that you're going to have to deal with if you go up against him. And of course me here at the Gaming Roundtable. I want to thank you all for tuning in and appreciate you all as always. Stay tuned for the next videos. I'll be showing you the new games that I just mentioned, and I want to thank you all in advance. Appreciate it. And as always, gamers, good gaming.